I promise I know what the hell I'm doing. Good evening and welcome tonight to the Crossroads here on Veterans Anonymous. I am your host, Jade Lopez, combat cricket and from Colorado, former 31 Bravo military police and your best friend. Little time in Iraq, little time in Haiti. Like I said, Natty Guard. Welcome everyone. Uncle Si.
Yeah, I'm Uncle Si, Army, National Guard, full-time guard. Somebody was on a TikTok earlier, and I was like, yeah, if it was in the Army, I pretty much was involved in it. Individual ready reserves, all of that. Yeah. Just here having another Wednesday night. How y'all doing?
Well, joining us is Baby Jesus.
Life on the road.
Joining out from the road. A little small introduction of yourself, good sir.
Hi, my name's Kyle. I'm an alcoholic. Oh, wrong kind of meeting.
Hi, Kyle.
Yeah, wrong meeting, Kyle.
Sorry, I was distracted. I'm in a pool right now. Former Marine, infantry, and connoisseur of all sorts of debauchery. That's sad. That's the best way to sum me up.
No, thank you again for joining us from the road. Mike, how are you doing?
Good. Michael Boyles, U.S. Navy, 20 years, 6 months was total. Navy Reserves, retired just recently back in April, so I'm part of the retiree club.
Congratulations.
Been around the world, 32 countries, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, seen it all.
Well, thank you for hopping on with us this evening. We do have Miss Kittens out. She is going through some personal stuff or family stuff. I am like super unfocused this evening.
Words are
and words are still not my favorite or have never really been my favorite thing. So
it happens.
I got to say one thing to the Marine in the room. Dude, I love your guys' commandant talking about the vaccine. If you've seen his speech or read it, I was like,
I have not.
Oh, you need to look that up. Oh my God.
I will do that.
I'm Army and I almost got a stiffy listening to him talk about it. Okay.
I gotta go.
I can imagine what you guys are doing with it.
It's normal
We're
stuff.
just missing one branch.
Yeah, I know. We had Felix or Jen, or we'd have all five of them. We need somebody Air Force.
Do we though?
Do we?
Yeah, bro. Okay.
I'm enough for everyone.
Well, and we do have Uber, the Navy.
Yep.
They've been known to haul the Army around, so hey.
So, Kyle, I was actually going to have you talk about your updates on the road and everything else.
Oh, let's see. We are still in Colorado City because the owners of this RV park have been phenomenal. And they've refused to take our money last night and tonight. So they gave us 2 free nights. Actually Mike was out helping the owner mow today in the big ass tractor. And I've been in and out of the pool today, stretching, watching The Office, drinking water, eating my weight in everything that I can get my hands on. But we'll be starting back on the road tomorrow morning. We're going to drive up to Abilene and start from there. And I should be in Granbury by Monday. The goal is Monday. Be there for a couple days, meeting with some people. Yes, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Monday, I hit 1,502 miles. So we're almost halfway. I think like Tuesday or Wednesday, next week will be halfway. So everything's
Were you
going
able to
really
see
good.
that, Kyle?
Jimmy James has one of the few beards that I am jealous of. That motherfucker's beard is epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's like that long and just glorious. I don't know. Yeah. It's like beard envy. Yeah.
Kyle's having a pool party.
I'm having a pool party. Like,
Well,
I'm
speaking
helping my
of
legs and my
parties,
back.
where'd it go? See, I have been clicking all kinds of different pictures and stuff like that. My focus, like I mentioned, is even worse than it has been before.
Happy puppy.
It's Tuco's Gotcha Day. We got him 3 years ago today. So he had his little dinner, and I forced him to wear the hat. He was so defeated that I was like, I just want one picture and I'll take it off. Because I'm a crazy mom like that. Dog mom, you know? Yeah. Funny.
When he's not trying to kill you.
Scared the crap out of me this morning. Yeah, this morning. Mm.
I think that's most of the military, David. If you go outside of the United States, you get shots that they don't even tell you what it's for. It's like, what's this? Don't worry, you're going here. You need it.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't let him fool you. Well, actually, he'll give up his belly for anybody, but he's like seriously trying to kill me. One of these days, he's gonna take me out. How have you been since retiring? I know that you had a wonderful dinner the other day. There, Mike.
Yeah, I've been doing good. Just because with being retiring from the reserves, and with this pandemic, been working my job that I do maintenance at a manufacturing plant and cooking a crap load of food.
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen what you cooked the other day, dude. That looked amazing.
Yes, Kyle and Audie are witness of this.
Yes, I agree.
Finally got my VA claim put in. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's going to be 3-4 months before I get. Okay, we're going to give you this, and I got to wait another 3 months and resubmit.
Oh. Do you got a VSO or anybody working for you on your claim? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's been my experience. I had a VSO help me, and it just went way better than I. Yeah, first I got like 20% rating, and then like every year it just kept going up. And then after I didn't keep a job for a certain amount of time, they said you're unemployable. You're 100% because of mental issues, and that took like 3 years though.
So with my hips, I had surgery twice on my left hip. After the second surgery, they took away my 10% that they had on it, but put 10% on my right hip.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Sounds
But
like
it didn't take any of my overall percent away. So it's the left hip that's really fucked up. The right hip is messed up, but I actually like legit tore the shit out of this. But yeah, the the VA freaking, I can't speak tonight. I'm gone. Bye. The math it is like, because now I don't have 10% on my left hip. I have 10% on my right hip, but with my anxiety and stuff like that, it's overall 70%.
I don't know.
And
about
even if
that,
they take away, when they took away my or they put my left hip back to 0, it didn't take away the percentage, the overall percentage.
Yeah, because once you get to whatever percentage, they can't back it down for the overall.
Yeah, but they'll take away your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was like the last couple months that I was in the Guard, they had back paid my percentage So, like, this was a couple years ago that they took like 90% of my disability for like 3 months. So it's just like, that's awesome. That was really,
Yeah, that's always fun when it's like, what? I didn't get paid? Oh, fuck.
oh no, they paid me. They allowed me to have 10% of my 70% total
Right.
because they were taking back money that they overpaid me. Because when you're in the guard, you can't have your disability pay.
Yeah.
Your disability pay. And like I said, it was like a little bit of time overlapped where I was still being paid by the guard. That years after I got out,
Right.
the VA sliced my amount.
Well, that's like I've had people tell me to apply for SSI and stuff like that, and they're like, "No, you can't double dip. You can't get 100% VA comp and pen and Social Security or SSI."
I thought you could with the Social Security.
I've gotten told no.
Both.
I've applied for SSI and got turned down. I even went up to where I had to do like a TV interview with the judge, and he was nope. The Social Security thinks I can go back to work at a job, and I'm like, really? Have you seen the report that's this thick from your doctors that say I can't go back to doing a job? You know.
Yeah, because even when I had to have surgery, I applied for like the temporary 100%, and they denied it.
Yeah. I'm not hurting. If I had that, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably be way worse than I am.
Oh, okay.
Funny, Ducky. Yeah. SSD, but not SSI, right? Have a good night, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
SSD, solid state drive. Sorry.
Well, hopefully your packet will go through, and you don't have to freaking go back and forth and argue with them.
I know it will.
Yeah.
We could still hope.
Yeah.
I had a cool encounter today.
Do tell.
I had a guy message me this morning. I don't know, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't know what time it was. And I didn't know who this person was. He said, "Hey, I'm driving through Texas and I saw your route. I was wondering if I could meet up with you and just talk with you for a little bit." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm here at this park, whatever." He said, "I'll be there in like 6 hours." I'm like, 6 hours? All right. Well, he showed up earlier and he brought me a gift. So I opened it up. It had beef jerky in it and a big Gatorade and a box of crayons.
Fucking awesome.
But he had saw the page and saw what I was doing through someone else, and he was actually driving through exactly where I was, and just got to hang out with him for about 2 hours or so, and it was really cool. He got his drone out and did a couple videos, and he's a actual like a legit pilot, so that's what he does for a living. He flies drones. So he got a couple videos that are probably gonna turn out pretty cool. So
cool.
But it's really cool that just randomly our paths crossed and didn't have to go out of the way and just got to hang out for a while. It was pretty cool.
I've met a few people off of social media like that. They're doing something like you're doing, and like, hey, I'm passing through. Do you mind if I stop and hang out for a couple hours? And it's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He's Army, and he's like, I saw your page and I heard that you're a Marine, so I had to bring you a snack. I was like, well, it just so happens that tomorrow night I'm doing a podcast called Full Metal Crane Eater, so I'll make sure that bring that up tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
Kyle's kind of a big deal over here. He's on a tour for himself.
I mean,
But he's just running between the destinations.
pretty much.
Should do the slide.
Run.
Should do the slide, Jade.
Me?
Yeah,
Push
I'm not.
button?
I don't know if she can talk that much or get that many words out.
No, I actually am having technical difficulties with our slide this evening. I was trying to move it over onto our brand, but I was not able to do so clearly. But this is Kyle's information that we have here.
Yeah, go follow me on Facebook. I do updates often, not every day, because if I'm not running, then I usually don't do an update. Or if I don't have service, but I'll let everybody know what's going on. And the Venmo's on there too. If you guys can donate, that would be great. If not, that is fine too. Just share the information.
Yeah.
Please.
We ask you to share information if you cannot donate.
Even if you donate, share the info.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yes.
Please. Got a long way to go. And I'm tired.
I think I'll go home now.
I'm trying to go home. It's the way I need to go.
Yeah, you're heading the right direction. You're just a little south.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He'll get
It's
there
going good,
eventually,
though.
right?
I should be in Indiana. I should be where I live the 13th or 14th of October. So
Nice.
less than 2 months. I'm looking forward to it. Spending a couple days at home, seeing my son, family, and some friends. And then heading to Ohio.
Ohio.
Oh. So I can't really see it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of shaky.
Yeah, you can see it. Nice.
The little gold is his route.
It is. Si, did I get you a
Thank you.
sticker? Did I
No,
give you a sticker?
I haven't gotten one of those ones yet.
Okay. When the shirts come in, I'll
part of
make
the
sure that
cool-
you get some.
Cool Kids Club. Yes.
Yeah, shirts should be in. I think they said the end of this month, so a couple weeks.
Nice.
So get them going.
That
They turned out really
habanero
good.
got me. The habanero. I swear, he just does it to torture me now. Felix
I don't blame
and
him.
his habanero. So, any
Hopefully
big
this next
plans?
storm doesn't mess you up. That's coming through here in the Gulf, Grace. So
I've been watching.
hopefully
I've been
it
watching
stays
it.
farther south.
Yeah, I hope it does. But if it doesn't, then you just got to adjust.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to get struck by lightning.
Yeah, no bueno. Actually, one of the girls that was in my unit was struck by lightning a couple years back.
You mean that stuff, Frank?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm
End up
afraid to
falling
use
in.
that spicy stuff. Tears my stomachs up.
That's not that bad.
Oof.
I was gonna say, between these two with the spicy stuff,
Yeah.
Do it.
Hi, Amber.
Do it.
No.
huevos.
I'm gonna. A buddy of mine, the next time he comes over, likes hot and spicy stuff. I'm gonna give it to him. I get them sample packs. I've given the sample packs to people at Burger King, Walgreens, Quick Trip, the mailman. People at the bar. I'm like, hey, you're gonna love this stuff here.
Love hot shit.
Oh no.
Hotter the better.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Between these two here
Yeah.
and their spicy
I don't
stuff,
know.
like, mm-mm.
After that sausage, man, I don't know. I'm scared to eat
Yeah, but
super hot stuff now.
that death sausage was bad. It wasn't the heat; it was the quality.
Oh, I know because it came back out the other end. I know exactly how hot it was.
I mean, you did those death peanuts, and you were fine. You know.
Yeah.
That third one,
Can you
you
read
could
that,
tell.
Kyle?
What's up, John? I will answer to that.
That third peanut you hit, you could see it in your face. It was hot.
It was instant.
Yeah.
It went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah. Richie. Hi, Richie. Tell Shelly I miss her face. I saw him do the gummy bear on their show.
Yeah.
And he handled it pretty well.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah.
Did it at least taste good? That's why I haven't tried the gummy bear yet, because I like gummy bears. I don't want it to
real
ruin.
Sweet at the beginning, at the front end. It's the back end that you got to be worried about.
That's what she said.
Boom,
boom.
I'm just gonna keep
That
popping
one
those
sauce that's
comments.
4.2 million Scoville units.
Dude, that would burn my eyebrows off just smelling it, bro. Fuck. No. I tried. I tried
Kyle
Felix,
said cinnamon.
I tried Felix's Carolina.
I wouldn't like it then.
I tried Felix's Carolina Reaper, and that shit hurt me for like 2 days.
That's only 2.2.
That ain't even 2. His Carolina Reaper's only like 1.8, I think.
I thought it was 2.2.
But yeah, 4. You're out of your mind.
I think that Death Note was 11. I think.
Yeah, definitely no. No bueno of the hot, spicy stuff in this area.
I just realized I'm the only one that can be popping up comments.
Oh, and yeah, Frank, don't forget, I'm the one that sold Bulldog or sent Bulldog that Devil's Toe sucker. Him and Kendra both tried it, and they both regret it.
I've got 4 of those at the house. I just haven't done it yet.
Oh, bro, those things. Oh my God. I haven't tried one. I've seen people that have tried it, and I've heard, and it's like, yep, I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anytime I make my fire in your hole bread, I got to have the windows open, fans blowing, because it's like a gas chamber in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't that how you had to make that sausage?
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, I'd try a piece of it and be like, okay, that's enough.
Can you talk? Like you said, I'm the only one that can pop up comments as we go. It's been for days. I can imagine.
Oh, there's still a YouTube video of him when he did that. He finished it and then sat the amount of time like you're supposed to after, and then he was just sitting there shotgunning milk. You know, he's just tipped up going, ah.
I don't think I could do the sucker just because I don't like cinnamon either.
Aren't you lactose intolerant too? Are you lactose intolerant? Or you just don't like milk?
No, I like milk. It's just I can eat it like if it's cooked or something, but if I can't drink it. But I can eat ice cream, I can eat cheese, and it's fine. I just can't drink milk straight.
Yeah, that's me. I can't have ice cream or milk, but I love cheese.
Yeah, if I would, even if I was lactose intolerant, I would still bear through it. I will not give up cheese. The chip was hot, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like I would like to make nachos out of those chips.
Yes.
I know, John. I did see that, and I don't know how to pull up videos all that well. Like I said, I'm having difficulties pulling up the slide this evening. let's see.
Yeah, my mom, we went to a Vietnamese restaurant one night and they had a little snack thing in the middle of the table. And my mom saw what she thought were like sweet pickles, the little jerkins, and popped a whole one in her mouth before me or dad could go, no. And she started chewing on that thing and sweat started right off her forehead. She's just grabbing our water, our milk, and we were like, we tried to tell you that's a spicy pickle.
It's a spicy meatball.
Oh.
See, I love cheese. I'm lucky that I'm able to tolerate cheese because I like Kyle was saying, would
Bear through it.
bear through it.
Yeah.
Just bear.
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, Tommy?
So a couple years ago, I was growing these peppers in my garden because Rob and the boys like spicy stuff too. And I picked one of them, and I told our oldest, I was like, do you want to try this? And he's like, is it hot? And I was like, well, it's not really supposed to be. And he's like, well, I like spicy stuff. And he pops it in his mouth, and it's just like instant regret. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just burned you. I'm so sorry. I felt so bad.
It's child abuse nowadays, Jade.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not my child. Just kidding.
Oh, technicality for the win.
Oh. I've eaten all day long and I'm still hungry.
Tom.
Look at me, I'm fine. I'm in the pool. Yeah. I'm trying to get my back to loosen up, man. My back's killing me. My back's hurting worse than anything else right now.
I don't know how a hot tub would feel down there.
I
How
would
hot
love
has
it.
it been?
Today was only like 84, I think.
Shit, we were hotter
That's
here. We were
Weird.
hotter.
Yeah.
We were hotter here in Iowa than you guys were, and our humidity was up. But apparently, it's only Iowa humidity, not Alabama or Arizona humidity. So that's different.
Arizona's got dry heat.
Yeah.
I can feel
It's the dry
the humidity starting to come back though. The further I go, it sucks. It's not bad yet, but it still sucks.
I can tell when it gets 70 or 75% humidity. I can be like, I tell somebody and they'll check their weather thing and be like, holy crap, you're right. I'm like, I told you I can detect humidity.
Yeah, I joked with my sister when we went down to New Mexico. It's like right at the border line, you could just smack into that heat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You're a walking human humidity detector.
Yeah.
Human humidity detector.
Whatever those are.
Humidities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Audie, 20% there. You poor bastard.
I don't even know. Let me see. I went running around today.
Funny, Tom.
And I stopped at my parents because boy took off with the sauce that Tom sent Kyle. Or
Wait, what?
Tom's sauce that Kyle gave to me was with boy. So I went and picked that up. So I'm going to try pork chops with it because it is a mustard sauce.
Oh yeah.
Food.
Something about mustard and pork. I don't care, what it is. It's like, mustard, sauerkraut, and pork chops, or just mustard on pork. Sorry, Kyle.
I don't know why. I'm just one of those things I've not been able to stomach my entire life. I've tried multiple times. Can't do it.
Have a good night, Ricky.
Peace.
What is it that you don't like sauerkraut? Is that what?
No, I cannot. Yeah, I can't do it.
It's an acquired taste. I'll admit that. I've had some that's bad. Yeah.
My mom used to cook it when I was a kid for my dad. Nope.
See, I'm the kind of person I can like eat it right out of the container cold, or cook it, or put it on a hot dog, pork chops, pizza, pineapples.
So I'm excited. Yes, I can't wait to try it. Because like I said, I haven't seen Boy since we went down and saw Kyle. And when we got home, it was like, or he dropped me off like right at 4 a.m. Was it?
You didn't let him
Yeah.
stay at your house and sleep?
He would not stay.
Oh.
I told him, I was like, crash out in B's bed, because B was actually with my parents. It's like, crash out in his bed, get a couple hours of sleep before you go driving home. And he wouldn't do it. But I ended up leaving a bunch of crap in his truck because he just wanted to get home,
Yeah.
Just get out of the truck. I got to go.
Tuck and roll.
I'll slow down to 5 miles an hour.
No, he made sure that I got in and stuff like that. And Tuco made the trip with us as well.
Yes, he did.
I had to message his mom because he forgot to message me when he got home.
Oh.
Because
boy.
and there was so I didn't even get to tell you that, but on our way there, we almost got into a head-on collision.
Whoa, that ain't cool.
Because we were going uphill through the mountains. But we had 2 lanes, and the oncoming traffic only had 1. So when we were in the left lane, somebody came flying around the corner in our lane, coming straight towards us. And they were traveling so quickly that I didn't even register it until Boy was already in the other lane, avoiding him.
Damn.
Good thing Boy's quick on the draw there.
Yeah, I stayed up with him for the entire way because I can't see at night. So unfortunately, he did have to drive the rest of the way home.
I'm in the
Which we did it. I think we had really good timing because we ended up being behind somebody that seemed to be falling asleep at the wheel.
Oh.
That's never good.
Yeah. I told Boy, I was like, your light, every time lights go past it, they like straightened out.
Yeah.
So instead of passing him, we stayed behind him for quite a while. And then when we hit a tunnel, this tunnel was the brightest freaking thing ever. They seemed to wake up.
Audie, I've tried your glasses on. You couldn't see in the daytime either, bro. It's not just night, man. Sorry.
That's what happened with me because Boy was like, "And you, do you want to drive or will you drive?" And I was like, "I'm trying to see the road right now. I'm not even driving."
I've ridden with Audie in the daytime when he was sober. Okay, he's no better off. Yeah, he might as well be night.
Yeah, I found out Boy doesn't really care to drive through the mountains. I'm underwater.
Part of the pool for Jay. That's the deep end for her. 3'6".
Need to get her floaties.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to get glasses.
Well, yeah, you're always doing like this every time. It's been about every 2 years I got to go and get mine redone. So
I'm so sad. I was saddened because like when we were like I keep going back to when we were driving at night, and I was like so sad and defeated on the way home that I'm just like, I used to be so happy and proud that I had 20/20 vision for years because all my family are blind. My sister, all 3 of my sisters all need glasses or have glasses, and I had 20/20 this entire time until I found out that I can't see at night.
Yep. That was like me. I was like, I'm good. I don't need glasses. And then I don't
need no damn glasses.
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, you're getting bifocals. I'm like, what? bifocals. Hold on. Those are for old people.
Do you see that, Kyle?
That's funny,
that's
Tom.
awesome.
Nice.
Tell Dean I said, get after it, buddy.
Yeah, boy. And Dean is also facing his fears and watching movies that he would think that are scary and laughing at them. But he's braver than me because no to the clowns.
I had LASIK done about 13 years ago. Still 2020.
Nice. My mom had that. It was
Look
funny.
at me, 2020.
My mom got LASIK because she was constantly like bleaching my dad's whites, like socks, underwear, t-shirts. She was bleaching them because she thought they looked yellow. And Dad was like, no, they're fucking glowing. They're so white. She got LASIK surgery, and that's what it was. It was like her eyes were so bad, white stuff looked yellow. And so she would clean the crap out of it. But then she's still got to wear readers or whatever she calls them. She's got like 19 pair of them and can never find any.
Sounds like my dad.
Yeah.
Sighted, left eye, right.
Well, that's an odd combo. Yeah, like my mom, she's got LASIK because she can drive and see far away, but like anything up close, she's got to put these little reader glasses on, like at Walmart or some stuff. I swear, she was in the house one time walking around, and I was like, "What are you looking for, Mom?" She's like, "My glasses," and they were literally, yes, they were literally on top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
So we always
Many
used to
nights
make
like
fun
that
of my
when I was
dad that
young.
would do this. Here, hold this.
Well,
my
hold
dad
on for a
gave
minute.
in and got glasses.
what's funny is she still had the pair on her head and found one of her other 19 pair around the house and put those ones on, and they clicked
You're
into
just a
her
jack of
other
all
ones.
trades there, Dobby.
And they clicked into her other ones, and she was like, oh, there they were, and I'm like, Mom, you're a freaking commercial and don't even realize it,
All right.
Done that. What was I going to say? So, yes, Dean goes back to school tomorrow. My child goes back to school tomorrow.
Oh.
So I was looking at his supply list today. Like I said, I was out and about today, so we stopped to get because it was only like 5 things that he needed because he's going into or he is going into middle school. But what the fuck is a zipper binder with a strap?
No idea.
It's on the list.
What is it?
A zipper
called?
binder with a strap.
Probably like
Is it a book bag?
a
Or is it because I found zippered binders, but they didn't have a strap. I found trapper keepers. Those are coming back. I bought one
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
I've
just
seen
wanted
that.
it.
Is it not a trapper keeper with a strap? That's what it sounds like to me.
But
Yeah,
even
but
then, they don't.
which-
Why they didn't have trapper keepers with straps?
Well, didn't
They had
Okay.
zippered binders.
Trapper
Put
Keepers?
some 550 cords on there and you'll be fine.
Yeah, Trapper Keepers always had Velcro. I didn't have any Trapper Keeper with a zipper.
Oh, Tom, I miss you too. I'll see you tomorrow. How's it going?
Trapper keeper with a strap, but the trapper keeper is velcroed.
Yeah,
I've never seen a trapper keeper with Velcro. Mine were all zippered.
really.
That's not a trapper
Mhm.
keeper.
Yes, it is. How is it not
Trapper
a
keeper is the
That was-
velcro.
That was part of the fun in school, was going rip with the Velcro. Yeah, you get like
Unless you're
everybody.
talking about a strap for like a bookmarker.
Yeah, you get everybody to do it at different times, and so it just like 5 minutes of Velcro ripping open. Teachers used to get pissed off.
I wonder if you're talking about the zipper binders that have like the bookmark strap, so they can keep their spot in the. some of your bigger journals that have those. I don't know.
Yeah, because not only like a zippered binder, because like I said, I found the zipper binders, I found the trapper keepers, but none of them had straps. So it was like, B, like, is this a book bag? Do I go to the office stuff or the school supplies, or do I go look at the bags?
In all honesty, I bet if you Amazon and type in those same words, it will show you something that then you can go out and look at a store for.
Well, he starts tomorrow, so.
A little late there.
I bought a binder for him. And like I said, I have a trapper keeper now too. But I told him, I was like, just for now, use this binder. It's the size that it says it needs to be. And I will order a zippered binder with a strap online.
Okay, Jade, does your trapper keeper, is it purple with a unicorn and a rainbow on it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I remembered the girls had those in like high school and junior high. They had the unicorn with the rainbow out of its little horn. Yeah, Tom.
Oh, we know, Tom.
We know.
We know. All right, guys. I'm going to have to hop off. I got to make a phone call. I got to call my mama, some other people.
Go do your push-ups.
Be well on the road, bro.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Be safe. Thank you for jumping on. We will be sure to keep giving updates. Oh, see. Y'all see me? See, it looks like a book bag, right?
Like a laptop case. Yeah.
That's off of John's post. That's a link.
Yeah.
But is it an 1.5 inch binder?
God.
Yeah, I know. I remember going to school with like military binders, like those old OD green canvas ones. Yeah, my dad would get those, and I'd need one for school. He's like, "Well, here, take this. It's a binder," and I'm like, "But Dad, all the other kids have." He goes, "I don't care what all the other kids have. Here,
3 inch.
Yeah, see, I need a 1.5 inch zippered binder with a strap.
Wow.
Hey,
I know it's my new
thing.
thing. It's my new thing because the last couple years it's been like they needed 62 glue sticks or some stupid thing like that.
We'll give them another 1.5 inches to work with.
Member of the hamster club here. I've seen some of the over at Walgreens in the back to school section. They have a list of what Polk County or Des Moines Public Schools says your child needs. It's unfreaking real. There's stuff on there no child needs. It's like, I don't care. There's certain grades you don't need.
But what my frustration was is like, okay, as a first grader or a third grader or whatever, why does every single one of them need some crazy amount of glue sticks?
Right. Like, what are they doing in kindergarten that they're not doing in, 9th grade? But why do you all need the same amount of things? Yeah.
6 boxes of tissue paper.
Right? Isn't that ridiculous?
Stone in the chisel.
Snacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, are they eating it or something?
Yeah, and that's specific. It's got to be this with this and this type. It's like, yeah, but it never lasts, Dan. It never lasts. Like halfway through, all of a sudden, poof, you need more stuff now.
Then at the end of the school year, they get sent back with more than what they went on the first day.
It's like, what'd you do?
They don't get sent back with shit.
What'd you do? Mug your friend in the hallway? You know.
See, that I understand that, like the Clorox or the Lysol wipes, and that was before La Rona.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't understand that one. Now, I know I don't have kids. I still fully support paying school taxes because I want smart children, which we're not getting. But where is my school tax money going to if they have to have kids bring in their own sanitizer? What is my school tax money really being spent for?
I much rather like actually getting like the Clorox or the Lysol wipes, just because kids are petri dishes.
Oh yes, I totally agree.
And
but when they're saying that your child has to have this list, there's some of the stuff on there that should be taken care of by the
through your taxes, right?
That we pay, and it's not. And like, you know, with the teachers that are going out and having to buy school supplies, so some of the kids don't feel left out or that they have enough stuff. Okay, where's my tax money going to then?
I don't know.
You know,
question. Because I was thinking that too. It's like, okay, so if I'm getting asked to provide this crazy amount of like I said, glue sticks was one of the things that I just is an irk for me.
Right? Yeah.
Copy paper.
I also know that I was like, okay, well, other families that can't necessarily afford that many, or
right,
you know, being shared, but like you were saying, it's like the tax money.
There's some things that I feel should be paid for by my tax money because I want smarter kids for the next generation. But
well, there's definitely don't send them into Portland
or
Oregon.
public schools now. Yeah, I realize teachers get a really small salary, but where's the rest of my tax money going? Why are you telling parents that they have to buy all of this stuff? 62 tubes of glue? Come on. What? They're going to be eating glue. You know, we're going to have freaking Simpsons characters.
Okay, so with Frank saying that they each had to have 6 cloth masks as school supplies, that doesn't make any sense. My son they're 100% masks for so be it. It is what it is. But they didn't say anything about it being supply or put masks on a supply list.
Right. Well, see, and I hate saying it, but okay, yeah, I agree. Parent, family, whatever should pay for masks for this situation, not so much the schools. But then if the schools mandate a mask where they are not supposed to, then the schools should pay for the mask. Like some of the businesses around here in Iowa, they're like, hey, if you need a mask, here's one, call. You know, use it, you know. But then there's other businesses that are like, you know, you can't come in unless you have a mask and a vaccine card. And it's like, well, fuck off. I don't go to you.
Well, and here's another thing. So maybe to have the masks at school in case something, I don't understand having it on the supply list.
You know, yeah, don't. Yeah.
And this is another thing too. Okay, so this time last year, right? Yeah, this time last year, there were masks everywhere. And I'm talking in the stores. In the stores, you like walk 5 feet and you're at another bin. I searched my entire Walmart today and couldn't find a single mask to buy.
Because of the Delta and the Labanda or Labamba, whatever.
No, they just like the displays and all that stuff have been taken down.
Because they realized, and they've actually came out and said masks ain't effective in stopping anything.
So I'm just like, because I wanted to buy him like a handful, and you know, like we did last year, have one for each day of the week, and then with the uniforms, I'll go wash.
Ugh.
But I couldn't find any. I couldn't even find the disposable ones.
And that's what's sad, kind of, is everybody's just accepting, like, oh, I got to go get masks.
Time to get the sewing machine out.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know how to sew. Because I was thinking that too. I was like, I'm gonna have to like have my sister make him masks. Because I do still have a bunch of them here, but I wanted to get him more. Because as the year went on last year, or as the school year went on, like, they would be broken or he would stain it or something like that. Because, so I just wanted to get more, and I couldn't find any. See, one of the years, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 3rd grade that I needed to find headphones.
And I'm going to totally say I agree with you, Catherine, and I'm not going to comment about masks anymore tonight.
No, and I'm not talking about like if they work or not. I'm not getting into that argument. And like I've said it before, is like I don't want it mandated, and that's that.
Yeah. All I'll say is my body, my choice. Remember that slogan?
Mother bitches. Oh, what time is it?
It's we got about 5 minutes till the top of the hour, but if you want to, I can say it.
No, but we got a couple more minutes. We're all right. We're good. We're good. Yes. I'm still like that whole freaking zipper binder with the strap. That is going to be my glue sticks.
Yeah, some of the, like I said, I looked at some of the lists and I was like, what the hell does a 3rd grader need this for? What,
And I did taking him to go get his haircut today, which my mother is going to be kind of pissed off at me if I don't get it done by Friday, because pictures are Friday.
Uh-oh.
Well, my mom, because like the pictures, I only want my one, and my mom always gets the 8x10s, because she has this wall dedicated to the kids and their school year, because she puts their school pictures up on that. So she will like cut a bitch if she can't order her 8x10s. So I have a text message from her right now. Do I need to send money for pictures? Yep. Her ears were ringing.
She was like, somebody's talking about me. Oh, it was Jade.
No, she looked at her wall and said, I need to remind Jade to get pictures. Yeah, she had she does 8x10s for all of them. And when I say all of them, I mean all 8 of her grandbabies.
Yeah, see, my folks were lucky. They only had to buy, like, I'm an only child. So, like, I can imagine parents with, like, large families, like, 6 or 8 kids, and they got to spend money for photos every year for every kid. Ooh.
I just reminded you.
That's like last year, I think. My youngest son, his picture, just for the small one, the little 5x8 or 5x7 picture, the only package they had for that was like $180.
And that's even getting crazy. Picture. Yeah, that's even getting crazy. It's like, why does it cost that much? I mean, I realize, supplies and expense and time, but wow.
Oh, and now that they've made it a thing that they do like the mid-year pictures now instead of just your
just that one picture. Now you get like 6.
Yeah, it's like, okay, wait a minute. Now I got to spend more money throughout the year. It's kind of like when we were in the military, and like once a month, somebody'd come around to be like, hey, if we get 100% donations for so and so's fuck off fund or whatever, we'll have a free day, you know. Then you get guilted into donating, or you get guilted into buying stuff from your friends' kids that are selling cookies like you want cookies.
Yeah, I know, and like I said, I only get the one picture because I know that I don't want your kid's picture, so I don't give my son's picture away.
Yeah.
But like I said, with my mom and her 8x10, and she will get it.
Oh, you've got to do that. Yeah.
Oh, with the okay, because last year, right, we ended up being randomly freaking quarantined during the different parts of the year. It happened, and it was right around pictures came out while we were quarantined, and my mom was calling me almost like every week. What's going on with the pictures? How do they get them? Like, why won't they just mail them to me? And I'm like, I don't know. Nobody knows what we're doing.
I'm curious if any kid, I would buy them something, age appropriate, if they had a class picture taken with a mask on. Just for shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the kid sitting there and got a mask on. That's their class picture or something like that. I think that would be hilarious.
My cousin graduated 2020, and his graduation pictures, they had him masked and gloved and Clorox next to, and his like diploma like sitting.
That's awesome. Yes.
Because in all honesty, looking back, you're gonna be, that happened the year I graduated.
Well, and the other, like Audie said, they tell them to take the mask off for the pic. It's like, okay, as long as you're sitting down and getting your picture taken, it's fine to take the mask off. But as soon as it's done, put it back on, because, COVID knows when you're not wearing a mask and sitting for a picture. Or
don't act like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, Audie. Yeah.
That's Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. If it wasn't your granddaughter, you'd have found Girl Scout cookies at Walmart.
I was like my daughter, which and she wouldn't even walk for the graduation because the school was only mandating that they can only have 2 guests at the graduation. And she's like, no. If I'm going to graduate, she wants everybody to be there, so she didn't walk.
That's unfortunate. It's like we had, okay, so our middle schooler is a freshman now. So at the end of his middle school continuation, we were in the parking lot, and they socially distanced the cars.
Oh, I remember you talking about that. Yeah. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, the way that they had us, because Rob was just like, well, why are they making some people go that way and other people that way? It was like, because they're putting the smaller cars in front and the trucks and stuff in the back. And then I noticed that we only got one more. It's like, there's space. There's a bunch of spaces. What?
Yeah.
Socially
God forbid you get that 2 feet a little closer.
Right.
Well, like I said,
like the whole point of us being in our cars was to be distanced from people, but the vehicles had to be distanced from themselves. Well. And I'm so sure, because like the way that when B got out of school and stuff like that, they had a freaking like all of the cars lined up and stuff for pickup, and they came out and the teachers were cheering and stuff like that. And I was just like, these neighborhoods this year. Because every time, like with our middle one's graduation thing or continuation, they would honk. And it's just like, I can't even imagine like the neighbors just hearing these random. It's like I kind of would be ticked off if I wasn't a parent, you know?
Yeah.
And-
Or if you work the night shift and you're trying to sleep, next thing you know,
yeah, the whole parking lot is full of cars, socially distanced and honking. Yeah, the cars. That's what I don't understand. It's like, and yet the kids. One of the things too is like the kids were all sitting next to each other up
Yep.
at the front, and they didn't have to wear masks. Distance the cars. Kids are good. It's just weird. This has been one hell of a freaking just roller coaster. Do you say shirt change?
No.
No?
Nah.
I think so.
He already has his barbecue shirt on, so leave it till after.
Or he's gonna change it. He's not gonna.
Or he might come in with his Hawaiian.
Yeah,
he
haven't
did
seen
have
him
the
in his
Dickies
Hawaiian
on.
yet. I was just gonna say I heard a door. I don't know if he can hear. I think he can't hear us when he puts his headset down. Because sometimes I can hear it, but I'm also like part of. I don't know. I'm weird.
No
Who
shit.
won?
Damn it!
We're saying changed, but we both lost.
That's a loss. I suck at this game.
5 after.
I was just going to say, Sai, are you ready? And if you guys,
roll that beautiful beard footage.
oh, I freaking asked, and then I didn't even have it.
Yeah, as foolish as we are. Oh yeah, we danced till the sun came up. Oh yeah, we danced till the sun came up.
I debate on which one I like more. Is this the animatronic like Transformers or the fire?
I know. I'm kind of stuck on that animatronic transformer one. That just kind of pops.
I like that one. I do. I use it for like every intro. So, Uncle Sai, do you have any updates that you have heard from the Sauce Boss?
He has his coffee rub, the seasoning and sauce available, and apparently that has gotten unbelievable reviews. He's almost sold out of it. He did Sturgis last week, and everybody loved his stuff. And he's unfortunately he's close to zero balance on the Reaper and a couple other ones, I think. But he's got to try to get the all lined up to get refilled. So yeah, other than that, he's got about, I think, 49 bottles of the Sacred Mountain.
Oh, I still have it here.
Yeah, he's got about 100%. He's losing money on this stuff, people. All of the money he makes out selling this special one-off batch, it's the same as the original sauce. It's just a different label. But 100% of the money for this goes to Sacred Mountain, which is where the hills heal the heroes. If you're a veteran, law enforcement, firefighter, Gold Star family member, we don't talk about the Gold Star family members enough. And you can go there. All you got to do is get to an airport. You spend a week there. You get some counseling, some therapy. You get some stuff. Exactly. 6 on the 6th, you know. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep, exactly, Mike. So I think Jimmy James, the man that makes some of the most amazing, and I got lucky enough to have barbecue beef jerky when Jimmy was making beef jerky. Felix sent him some rubs and sauce, and Jimmy made a test sample batch of Beard BQ beef jerky. Oh, that stuff was like platinum. I was like, here, try this, little bitty pieces, and people are like, can I have more? I'm like, no. But you've
I might
got
have to break out my dehydrator for that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro, if you got
try
one,
it now.
yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, he made a Dr. Pepper beef jerky. Oh my God, it was so good.
Sounds delicious.
Mm.
There are openings on. Do you know the dates for the retreats?
Oh,
They actually do have a couple slots open right now.
Yeah, they have a couple. I think it was the end of this month or next month. I think
it's in September.
I believe it was in September. He was saying,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I think there's two different dates.
Well,
Felix
because
was saying that, like, for the Gold Star, they do a special retreat as well. Like, you're
Right.
welcome to go to their retreats as a Gold Star member, but they do have a specific date that they do Gold Star families as well.
Right. Well,
But they do have openings, and just tell your friends, look into it. Like I said, all first responders, veterans, and Gold Star families.
Well, and like we say on the whole network, a lot of our shows, it's like there's programs out there, you know, like Mike with the metal detecting. You guys take out veterans.
Freedom.
Yeah, you know, and then Sarah Bonner that's usually here with all of the stuff. She's going parachuting through a veterans program. Okay, more power to you. Not for me, but there's things across this country. Yeah. You know, if there's help out there, and I think that's what we're trying to do is show people and let them know, hey, there's help out there. You know, if fishing's not your deal, go metal detecting. If that's not your deal, go to South Dakota in the mountains, you know, but there's help out there.
In each state, I mean, well, no, you don't have to, if you're not willing to travel yourself, but each state, you could just, by Googling it, there's a lot of veteran nonprofit organizations that are doing little retreats and stuff like that. I mean, like for me here in Florida, ours is Soldier Freedom Outdoors, which is Camp Freedom up just outside of Gainesville. I mean, you want to go hunting, fishing, horseback riding. My friend does the metal detecting event up there, which is going to be in February next year for the Florida Hunt 8. We'll be going back there, and he just opened it up to 300 acres now for us to hunt. So
nice. Well, like even Tom in Indiana and Ohio area, him and Kyle are doing things with veterans there. I think that's what we need to do. The VA is too big to help now. You know, that's just in all honesty. The VA is too big to help. And so we got to start going back to small local places to get the help, because what works for you in Florida might not work for me in Iowa.
Exactly.
Or vice versa. And so I think that's why we need to get small local help going on with veterans helping veterans, like that's been going on around the country.
I know with Camp Freedom, the person that runs it and the organizer of it, he's prior Army. So he's just like you're saying, we got to help each other. The VA is getting overwhelmed with the amount of people that are going, that we have to look at other avenues to seek the help that we do need.
Yeah, it's the VA is too big to help now because they're more worried about paperwork and bureaucracy than helping like they used to be. Mm-hmm. And yes, okay, I know I'll probably get heat for this. Not all VAs are bad. Not all people that work at VA are bad. There's a lot of good ones. I've met a lot of them. But the majority, you know, stereotyping, the majority of VAs, and it's on the news, you can't deny it, are not good. We're not getting the help we need.
Yeah, I would say it's just an overwhelming system to a healthcare provider or entity that doesn't have enough people to help, and the need for us, especially because what Frank is saying, that it is going to get worse. It's like as
is.
we draw back and everything else, and as people are getting out, you know,
I
we're flooding that system, and it's not that they don't care about us, it's that their hands are tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the VA has gotten too big. They want to help, but they can't because of the bureaucracy. I read somewhere a nurse in a VA place was like, really check on your Afghan friends, because we're max capacity at mental health beds in one hospital over this whole stuff that's been happening. A lot of Afghan vets are having a problem. I can't blame them. I mean, you know.
And honestly, like I was in Iraq, and everything that's going on with Afghanistan and stuff like that, I feel punched in the gut.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, like this last week, I have been in almost like a constant anxiety state. So you guys have seen, like, when we started, and even right now, it's like how I'm tripping over my words a lot more than usual, because I always constantly trip over my words. But like I said today, I've kind of been, I'm trying to not zone out as much, because I've been doing that for like I said, the last week. Even today, my sister called me and she's like, "Hey, I tried calling you this week, and what happened?" And I told her it was just like, I've been in this constant, like, pretty much, it's not an anxiety attack, but my anxiety has just been at a heightened level for consecutive days, that it's just,
It's
yes.
that they turn the switch on, but they don't turn it off for you. And so when switches, triggers, or things happen, you go right into that hyper awareness. Hyper vigilance is what they call it. And hyper vigilance sucks because you can't control it. It just, yeah, exactly, Sheila. I've heard from a lot of people that, like, the VA can't handle the mental health issues that are coming in after this week.
And I believe, honestly, like the mental health in general is being overwhelmed, especially from the past year and a half.
Oh, and it's not just veterans. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a veteran, so that's what's close and dear to my heart. But the mental health in this country is lacking big time.
Well, and I think it was, don't quote me on this statistic, but I believe it's like 1 in 5 first responders as well.
Yeah.
It's about, I believe it's that percent.
Well,
like
when you got firefighters showing up to a fire and they're getting shot at, okay, hello, you know, of course you're going to have some mental issues, you know. Yeah, it's not like getting blowed up on a convoy in another country, but it's similar. The emotions are the same. You know, the situation might be different. Me and my dad had a big talk a couple of years ago. He's a Nam vet 2 times. He's seen stuff I never have, and I'm glad I didn't. But he was like, you've had the same emotions that I've had, just in a different situation. And that's when me and him, it kind of clicked in my head. Holy crap, he's right. You know, we've all experienced fear, anger, depression, anxiety, all of that. Just different situations.
And a lot of, like, for older vets too, like you're saying, your father's Nam and stuff like that. My uncle's Nam. My father missed Nam, but we got to look at the situation as older veterans for the younger veterans that are now dealing with what they dealt with. Because I know, I talked with my father and my uncle and all like that. As soon as I seen how fast we pulled out, I knew something was going to come up. That, and a lot of people got to understand that we went there for our job. We did our job. It's hard because a lot of us feel that, like for me, 2001, when it all started, I was already in for 2 years on active duty. So I was from the get-go for this conflict.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to hit hard for a lot of the younger veterans that are getting out now and that.
Oh, yeah. You know, And if you're a younger vet, even if you're an older vet like me, and you're having some issues or some headspace and timing stuff going on, reach out to somebody. You know, I don't know I'm conflicted on how I feel about this whole thing, and I try to keep politics out of it.
Yes,
but
it's hard to do.
It is, but this totally reminds me, and I remember my dad talking about it when he would come home from some sessions or stuff like that. And he's like, Vietnam, you know, I saw a news show where the guy was like, okay, are we mission accomplished? Are we mission fail? Or did we mission abort?
Yep.
You know,
that's something that the upper chain needs to put out, even if it's BS. As long as everybody that's on the top chain is on the agreement, hey, we went in for this mission. We got the point of the Taliban. You know, we took Obama out, and we can say it's a completion. But on the other end, how long do we have to stay there for? You know.
Right. And, you know, keeping politics out of it, we pulled out too quick. I hate saying it like that, but we basically did.
Yes.
But also, you know, 20 years of training the Afghan forces, you think they'd have, you know, and yeah, there's on the news, you see the stories where some of them did, you know, fight and stand, but a lot of them just dropped and ran.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's where I like feel the gut punch, because that's pretty much how it was for Iraq. Like I worked around Iraqi correctional officers and training them and working with them, and then like the interpreters and stuff like that worked with us, and it's just like hearing the amount of people that are the amount of Americans that are still there.
Well, and that, yeah,
mind-boggling to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like, because I am seeing one of the girls that I follow on TikTok, her and her husband are Marines, and they are talking to interpreters and their families, and they're not getting into the airport.
Yeah.
They're being tear gassed, and you can hear gunshots when they're trying to flee with their family. They have all the paperwork, and they're not getting into the airport and being evacuated. That's where I have issues with it. I know that, like we said, with political and stuff like that, that's not about politics. That's about these people, the ones that did work with us.
Yep.
And we just
you've heard on the news
drop the ball.
You've heard on the news that the one guy that's now the Taliban leader or a higher up was released from Gitmo. He's in charge of the people around the Kabul airport, I guess. My thinking now, I think differently. He's going to be like, look, you guys want your Americans to get into the airport to get on planes. You release some of my friends that I had down in Gitmo. I could totally see that happening.
Well, they've already released all of them from the camps that are there.
Yeah, but they still got more down there. He was on a list.
I'm not saying Gitmo. I'm saying
the
detainment centers that we had in Afghanistan. They're all open.
Here you go. Go back to be. You promise not to be a terrorist. I promise. Okay, have fun. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Frank. He was one of the ones that was like, do not release. And all of a sudden he got released.
We released him for the trade of a fucking traitor.
That people died going out looking for. And now he's Mrs. Bergdahl or whatever.
What?
Didn't he get the sex change and all of that?
Yeah, that was
I don't
him,
know
but
if
either way.
Yet, but he was. The last word I heard was he was. My pronoun is her.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't hear about that, but it's just all this like stuff, and it's just what really got to me was seeing the C-17 take off, and it just brought me back to the towers and people jumping.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's how bad are things that you're like, my alternative is to jump out of a burning building, or my alternative is to hang on the outside of a plane. Did you hear they found bodies in the wheel opening areas of that C-17? I think they said they found 2 dead people that had flown back from Afghanistan in the wheel wells.
And I showed Rob that, and he's just like, why would you do that? Why would you cling on to a plane? And I told him, it's like, this is how desperate these people are, that they're willing to climb on the outside of an airplane, knowing I have more of a chance surviving that
Yeah.
than staying.
And yeah, Dan, we try to stay away from politics. We're not trying to make it a left or right, them and red, blue. We're just stating facts. And, sometimes you got to talk about it.
Yeah, and in all honesty, like that, I honestly don't feel that what we are saying right now is actually political, because to me, this is just about people.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand, like you said, you worked with people, and you've actually got a connection. No politics, no left or right. You've got a connection with people over there. A lot of guys and girls, ladies, females, I don't even know how to address you anymore. I don't know what the proper thing is. Gals, ladies, women, females. Anyway. But people don't realize that a lot of service people have spent time with people there. And, that's like a hard thing, Oh, Felix, that would be an awesome idea. Don't forget, we got to start with all those fuckheads that wanted to move to Canada if Trump was elected. I'm still waiting for them to leave.
So, yeah, we'll do that with Afghanis, Venezuelans, Cubans.
Anybody. You don't like the USA? Here, go trade it with somebody that's dying, literally dying to come to the United States.
Yep.
My default canceled.
They're not. They're proving that they're not.
Oh yeah, they're proving that
I
they're
never
not.
I never believed it from the get-go. I already knew.
When they interviewed that one Taliban guy, and it was that what's her name from CNN, that's a fucking war correspondent, and he was like, you should have the full burqa on, and you should have gloves on. Really? Okay,
Well,
women.
okay, so
women rights
that's the thing.
people.
It's like she was allowed to even speak to them, which was that was weird.
Well, he told her.
But
he told her to
He
get
did
off
it
to
for the
side.
camera.
He told her to get off to the
Mhm.
side.
They're chanting "Death to America," but it seems peaceful. Like they're yeah. I said it or I commented it last night. It was like, do not underestimate them. They are very organized.
Oh, they are.
They're even further trained than they were originally.
And
They have more
guess what?
resources as
They
far
have-
as
They
the
got
internet and
MRAPs,
learning.
they got weapons, they've got. I saw a picture where the Taliban was bragging about having biometric cameras. Do we really want those guys to have that? That's a lot of knowledge. Okay, I mean we left a lot of equipment. Oh, okay, Felix, I got you. Yeah, you know me, bro. I don't give a fuck about how I talk.
Well, and even I understand with that type of stuff, how that type of equipment and stuff like that was left, because we did train their people, the Afghanis, to defend themselves. but it's just insanely crazy how quickly it all went right back. They
because
played the long game.
yeah, the Taliban had people everywhere. You don't think those people marched around half of Afghanistan taking over cities? No, they had guys over here in this city, poof, it's ours now. Guys in this city, poof, it's ours now. You know,
And they would infiltrate our resources. As far as, I am infiltrated into the military's Iraqi police or Afghani police or whatever training
yeah.
when they're at, it's insane. It's insane. And yes, I want to say, Blake, I honestly have been feeling just like shit. That I understand all the emotions that the Afghan veterans are feeling.
I mean, the biggest thing is yes, we needed to pull out, but the way we pulled out, we should have done a lot better way than just pulling. All right, we're out, gone. I mean, that's the biggest thing is it could have been done gradually rather than just pull everybody right now.
Bagram Air Base is like twice the size of the Kabul airport. We gave that up. We walked away from Bagram overnight. Like, one day they're here, next morning we're gone. We could have had double the amount of planes carrying Americans out, and now we can't even do that.
Yeah, now we are completely at an evacuation status that if they do act up, they will get us back. And they know it. That's why they're doing checkpoints and stuff like that for people who are getting to the airport. They know who is who getting to that airport too.
Oh, they've got a list.
They-
They know exactly every interpreter, every collaborator, every whatever you want to call it. They know. They're going door to door going, hey. And I've heard they're calling and sending emails to people here in the States that got out of Afghan. And they're saying, hey, we have your family. You need to come back or we're going to kill your family. Oh, bro. Yeah. Yeah. America's got I don't know how many baby mamas and baby kids running around.
Well, I got to call it a night, guys.
Thank you for joining, Mike. Appreciate it.
If you
Sorry,
will, your final thoughts, sir.
Final thoughts is reach out. There's avenues every which way that you can possibly think, even people that you don't think could understand, but they will have the ear for you. Oh, it's a rabbit.
A rabbit. It's a random question.
It was nice
What
having
kind of
you.
rabbit
Thank you. I was gonna say thank you so much for jumping in with
She
talking
wanted to
with
say,
us.
thank you for jumping in tonight. We needed another filler.
And prayers for Jenny and the pups.
Yes. We
Y'all
will
have a good night.
let her know that. Have a good one. Thank you.
That's cool. Sometimes you just don't picture people like I never pictured him as being a rabbit parent,
Kids.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is kids.
Or maybe he just likes rabbits.
I like rabbits. I got 3 of them in my backyard.
I know you've been watching them.
Me and
I was just gonna say, tell him, but like you should say about Rupert.
People that say cats are weird, that yes, they are, but they have time patterns. And Rupert has picked up on something. At first, I laid down for heat for my back on the linoleum tile in my kitchen, right? The sun would heat it up and it would relax the muscles. Well, he came in one day and he laid down next to me and we took a little nap on the kitchen floor. And then it turned into 2 days and then 5 days. And now at like a certain time, he will be in the kitchen and like meow for me, and I have to go into the kitchen, lay down on the floor, and he gets a little snuggles, and then I take a nap.
He was newbie. Yeah, it was cute when you were telling me about that. It's like how you and Rupert would hold paws.
Yeah, he'll stretch his little paw out, and he'll like touch my hand, and we take a nap watching the birds and the squirrels and the bunnies out in the backyard.
Holy moly! How old is the puppy now?
Ooh, 46 pounds. I don't even think he's a year old yet.
So okay.
Okay, pet therapy. I got you. Totally tracking now. And yeah, Frank,
That's kinda
he
cool.
is training me. He's 26 pounds. He trains me. He wants me awake. Trust me, I wake up. 4 months old.
He's 4 months old. 46 pounds. Good night.
Whoa.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's definitely not a cricket-friendly dog.
I bet you it's probably a snuggler.
He'd be dragging you around the yard.
Yeah, I wanted to pull this back up. Because it's his
That
gotcha day.
tongue. That's a happy dog.
That's his birthday dinner. Or you gotcha dinner. Because I don't
Yeah.
actually know his birthday. Because with Tuco, he was him and his litter were dropped at a kill shelter where it's where the rescue found the litter and took them in, and then a sergeant that I went overseas with decided that he was going to give fostering a go. Him picked out Tuco and his brother Blue, which Tuco's name was actually Bubba. His foster name was Bubba. And he posted a picture on Facebook, and he's like giving this fostering thing a go. And I showed Rob the picture. I was like, "This is our puppy." And immediately got a hold of my sergeant. It was like, how do I go about this? What are my best chances to get Bubba?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, they're quarantined right now because he was under 8 weeks old at that point, they believe. So they had to, they were like quarantined, and then they would make them available on the website. So he's like, get your application in as soon as he goes up on the website. And then we weren't guaranteed him until we were signing the papers, taking him from the pet store that had the adoption event.
Nice.
So we took B and our middle. Hey, get in the car. We're gonna go somewhere. So we didn't tell the kids anything, because we didn't know. We weren't guaranteed, even because even when we traveled over 45 minutes to get there, we did not know until we were leaving with him that we were gonna have him. It wasn't guaranteed. So it was actually really cute. I wish I would have been like recording it, because B couldn't believe it when
he's like, "We're getting a dog."
And when they handed him to me, B came up and like just took his face and just started crying.
Nice.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, we could. And we're like, we're gonna keep him.
Well, that's like how I got Rupert. Have you ever heard the story?
No.
Oh, so I was involved in a 2-litter veterans group a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the gals that I met lives in Tennessee or Kentucky. Through the vet group, just chatting, shooting the breeze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not meet, but like, chatting, shooting the breeze. Well, they got a farm, kind of, a bunch of acres and stuff. And they had a cat that they were going to make a barn cat, but he became sick. I've got pictures of her and her mom holding Rupert in one hand and bottle feeding him.
He was that little?
He was that little and that sick. They didn't think he was going to make it let alone be a barn cat. Like, you got to be a tough to be a barn cat.
Right? Those damn things.
Right. And so they were like, I don't want to, but we can't have another cat. I wish I knew somebody. And I was like, if I could get down there, I would take him. Well, a gal in Wisconsin was like, hey, I'll come pick you up. We'll drive down there. We'll pick him up. She'll drive to here, drop him off. And I'm like, okay. And then it actually happened. I drove down, met, all of them and stuff. And like Rupert was he was smaller than my foot. And he's chasing this long-haired German Shepherd around the hotel room, biting his tail and ducking and biting his tail and ducking. I should have known something was up when I walked in the hotel room and saw Rupert eating dog food and biting it in half so it was smaller pieces so he could eat. But yeah, that's how I ended up with Rupert. Like you said with Tuco, they don't know exactly when he was born,
Oh, they put a date on the paperwork and stuff like that, but
Right.
I never because even my sergeant was telling me, he's like, it's a guesstimate. So I just made sure to remember the day that we gotcha. And now, yeah, he's 3.
But yeah, so
3 years.
Rupert went from being, handheld to like monster. He'd have made a great barn cat. He's freaking
He's
yeah.
kind of a psycho.
Yeah, kind of a psycho.
Just a smidge.
And he's big enough to back it up.
It's with Tuco. I'm curious because of Tuco's development, and now that he's a tripod and stuff, I'm actually like curious about like where all his siblings are, because there was like 7 others that were up for adoption with him.
Oh,
And they all looked similar, but the puppy that or the brother that my sergeant had, that one had blue eyes and was brindled.
Oh, brindle is a cool coloring, yeah.
So we really don't know 100% what he is. I want to get one of those DNA tests,
Right.
because
You're like, it's going to come back that like Tuco's the father of like 18 different puppies around the neighborhood or some stuff. It'll be like a Dr. Phil show. You are the father.
From everything that we've looked at, I know that he has pit bull in him. I know he does. His temperament and some of his physical traits, but he also resembles a black mouth cur. So I'm thinking maybe a mix of those two.
Nice.
Because I even had a guy on TikTok reach out, and he's like, "Is that a boy or a girl?" When reference to Tuco's video. And he said that he has an identical dog, that the mom was a pit bull and the dad was a black mouse cur.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, where do you live? Do you have the sibling?
I could just imagine like if Tuco met his siblings, brothers and sisters, and they're all like smelling each other and they're like, dude, what happened? He's like, oh, war injury.
Yeah, I've seen some shit.
I see some shit. Yeah.
Siamese fit in the palm. See, it's so crazy. That's what one of the things about little animals. Like, I'm not that big of a person, and little animals, I'm still kind of like weird. How are you so itty bitty tiny little thing? And I'm so afraid of stepping on them. It's like my sister has this little fluff ball. I don't even know what he is, but she named him Georgie. And he's just this little ball of fluff, really. And she had me, or I didn't have me, but I watched him one night, and he was getting all mouthy with Tuco, because he was up on the couch, and Tuco was just kind of like checking him out and stuff. And since he was up on the couch with me, he started to get comfortable and start to like growl at Tuco and try to be all tough. And it's just like, you're this big.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was pretty funny because Tuco just kind of was looking at him, goes over to his bin where he has all of his toys and shoes and stuff like that, pulls out one of the stuffies that's like the same size as Georgie, and just starts shaking it all over the place.
He's like, look, this could be you.
Right? I know. It was just like, you see that, Georgie? That's gonna be you if you keep it up with your big old mouth. Yeah, so that was pretty funny. Great Pyrenees. Siamese cat. Like, I don't know. I've never seen a Siamese cat.
I had some friends. Most Siamese are psycho because they're inbred.
That makes sense.
Just saying, I've met a lot of Siamese cats, and they're psycho. They're worse than like regular psycho cats. They're full-time psycho. But they look so cute with the blue eyes and the fur.
I just always think of that. We are Siamese.
I had at one time I had 3 cats, 2 retired show cats and Rupert. And the oldest one that I had, he was 18, and he was what they call seal point. It looked exactly like a Siamese cat, the black eyes and the fur and all of that. But he was long hair and not Siamese, so he wasn't psycho. But yeah, he was so fucking cool. He was my Zen kitty.
The temperature.
Yeah, right. Because they have red ones, chocolate ones, seal point. There's a couple varieties on Siamese cats.
So maybe I have seen a Siamese cat and didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Not around a bunch of cats, really. There was a little kitty in my front yard. This is a couple months back, and I about stole it. It's like, it's on my property. Come here, kitty, kitty.
It's not stealing if it's here.
It had really, really pretty green eyes.
Aw.
I don't know what kind it was. I don't know that much about cats, honestly. But it was cute. He was trying to get the bird that nests in the tree out front. And he about got catnapped. I would have said, put it back.
I've almost done that with other cats that I've seen people with. I'm like, you don't need this cat. I do.
Mm-hmm. But I want to love on him more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a gray cat, and that cat again had really pretty green eyes. That hops her fence and stuff like that, and would come around and whatnot. And I told Rob, I was like, if I can get it, I'm gonna take it. Like, leave that cat alone. It's probably somebody's. Like, yeah, mine.
Well, and like I said, I'm a pet person. I don't care if it's a gerbil, a hamster, a iguana, a cat, a dog. I like all pets. You know, my situation right now, I can't have a dog. I've got cats.
Herds the goats.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never owned a cat before. My parents, or my mom, my mom and my oldest sister are for sure allergic. So, and I told Rob too. It's like, if we get a cat, my family won't come over. He's like, no, we're not getting a cat. It's like, dang.
Missed that opportunity.
Well, they already, like, my mom and my older sister are like weirdos about hair. My oldest sister doesn't care for animals. She does. It's not like she hates them or anything like that, but she just doesn't care for them. So she bought herself a new car, and she makes me sit and sit on blankets because I have dog fur on me.
Right. I used to be one of them people that, like, when I had one cat, I would, do do the lint roller deal to take the fur off before I went outside. And then I just said, screw it, I give up. I have a pet, yes, you know.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Because when we first got Tuco, I was like making sure about the lint rollers and stuff like that. And now it's just kind of like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Oh
my
yeah, Audie, my
favorite.
mom is the same. My mom is allergic to air. I swear, this woman, she's allergic to pine trees. They've got 2 in the backyard. She's allergic to cats. They've got 2 of them. She's allergic to dogs. They've had 1. She's allergic to feather pillows. They have a feather quilt. You know, it's like, and she goes to the doctors and gets the allergy shots or whatever, you know. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, you have no idea the level of crazy my mom is.
Ooh, that's on there.
She doesn't watch. I'm good.
I know. It's gonna bite you in the ass.
My
I
mom,
told
my
Felix
mom-
that.
my mom called me up the other day to ask me what channel NASCAR was on. I was like, Mom, you realize I have DirecTV, you have Mediacom. The channels are different. And she's like, oh, well, what station? I'm like, well, it says NBC. And she's like, oh, never mind. We're watching it. Bye. Click.
Bye, Mom.
Oh, okay. You know, why did you call me if you're watching it? Obviously, you know what channel it's on.
Yeah, my mom has given me pretty much all of her allergies. Like chocolate, I can't do that because people think that one's a bit of a weird allergy. The one thing that I don't know 100% and knock on freaking wood is bees. My mom
Ooh.
is EpiPen allergic level.
Ouch. Ow.
And
Yeah.
like I
that's
said, I've
scary.
gotten all of her allergies. So yeah, there was a wasp that actually made it into the house the other day, and I send Rob after the wasps and the bees and stuff like that.
You're the man. Go do man things. Kill
He's
the
like,
bug.
why do I have to kill it? It was like, because I don't want to go to the emergency room if it stings me
Right.
trying to kill it. Plus, you got a little bit more reach. Smidge. Yeah, because if it like the spiders and stuff, I have that. I'm just scared of spiders, but I will be brave for like a split second, and in that split second, I can jump and kill it. Otherwise, I'm running away screaming.
Did you see that TikTok where the guy had the, I guess the new high-speed covered cot that looked like a tent on top of the cot, and his buddies put one of those freaking wolf spiders inside it and zipped it
Oh,
back
I think
up?
that was a tarantula, wasn't it?
Tarantula. Anyway, they put a spider inside.
And he like bent the
Oh.
cotton.
I'd have been knifing that thing getting out. Yeah, I'd have been in full combat with the fucking spider.
Oh, the freaking camel spiders. Okay, so like I said, I'm not a fan of spiders whatsoever. And me and my buddy got tasked. Did I tell you about this? The camel spider story?
You might have, but go ahead.
We got tasked to go on.
I drink and forget a lot, so
We were tasked to go clear some boxes out of this Connex.
I love this. Yes, you have. I love this. This is hilarious.
Yeah, so it's I had to go with my buddy and clear out some boxes and stuff like that in the Connex, and we were just bored as shit, pretty much just moving these boxes and stuff like that, and I see something move going behind the box, so I end up kicking the box because I spaced out where I was, or what it could be, and out runs a fucking camel spider. So this fucking thing comes running out after me. I'm screaming. My buddy's screaming. He pushes me towards the goddamn spider. And I'm like, we're all screaming. The camel spider's screaming too, Just kidding. But yeah. So He starts running towards our blouses because we didn't have to wear our blouses in our holsters because we didn't have to wear it while we were inside the Connex. And it starts running towards our stuff. And then, so my buddy, who just shoved me and sacrificed to this fucking thing, jumps over me and goes and stomps on it. He's like, I'm not taking you on with me. So, and he's like, seriously, just like jumping on it. And it finally like died. And there's like our squad leader, who was buildings away, comes running into the Connex because we're all screaming like girls. There's like little girls.
Yeah.
He's like, what is going on? I'm like, I kicked the box.
One of the few stories my dad told me about Nam was he was like, we were back in the hooch, the tent, you know, and they did the 2x4 and plywood to make floors for under their tent. And they had rats in Vietnam. Imagine that. And he said they would make a bucket or a cage and they would like, you know, trap the rat and then they'd soak it in lighter fluid and light it on fire and watch it run. He goes, which was funny until the rat went under your hooch and set your floor on fire. And you're all unassing the tent while your tent burns down with all your stuff in it because you were bored and lit a rat on fire. And I looked at him and I'm like, what did you think was going to happen, Dad? You know, he goes, hey, we're 20 years old. You know,
I was just going to say, only way to have found out.
You know.
Yeah, because the camel spiders, when it was curled, this one, when it was curled up, was the size of my hand. Curled up dead. Yeah. And I just said, yeah, like I said, I like didn't realize like, oh, that could be a fucking camel spider. Kick the box, dumbass.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, when we'd flip over the camouflage, we'd have like the concertina wire gloves on that have the metal staples so you don't cut yourself up when you're messing with it. And we would grab camouflage and lift it and be like, oh, fuck that, scorpions. Yo, private, come here. We got to get this on the truck, you know.
Yeah, we caught the little scorpions. We made sure to kill those. And one of my buddies actually, this was from Haiti, when we were doing our friggin' layout of our equipment and stuff like that after we got back from Haiti, he brought a scorpion back in his gear.
Oh,
it was still alive.
Yeah.
Survived in his gear from Haiti. And we're like, holy shitballs.
Well, you see stories all the time of like somebody going to a store and buying avocados or bananas and they find a snake or a scorpion or a tarantula in them.
Yeah, it was like, I know. And especially like the little scorpions, like that's insane. That's not that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, them little ones. Well, like scorpions, snakes, anything venomous that's little doesn't know how to control it. So
yeah, because that's what it does. Is it freaking
yeah, dumps all its
sends
venom.
Everything.
Full
like,
send. Poof.
The weirdo sitting in the dark. The sun went down. And now I'm like, I have a weird coloring. Like being a creeper, sitting in the dark. Yeah.
Oh, that's every branch, Frank. Yeah.
Yep. Voluntold.
I used to love it. I was the guy in the unit that, like, when we'd have those meetings for the company or for the battalion, they'd come out and they're like, Sergeant Ron and 3 other people need to volunteer. And I'm like,
what the fuck I do to you? We got about 5 minutes left. If you want to start with your final thoughts.
Like I say every week, especially this last couple of days have been trying for a lot of veterans. If you're feeling bad, reach out. Frank has said it. You might not be getting help, but you might be helping the person you reach out to. And the other thing is, keep reaching out. If that first person, second, fifth person, eighth person. I don't care how many people you call. Keep reaching out. Somebody will answer. Somebody will be there. Might not be me, might not be Jade, might be me, might be Jade. You never know. But we might be going through our own thing too. I this last week was going through some stuff, and we're all we got, people. The VA is too big. If we don't care about each other, nobody will.
It's not to say don't go to the VA.
Right. Go to the VA, hold their
If you
feet
can-
to
yeah.
the fire, make them do their freaking job. But reach out if you're in a bad place, if you're feeling bad, reach out, and keep reaching out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Uncle Si. I know that we had a wonderful check-in with our baby Jesus, and we had Mike jump mother bitches jump on as well, which was really pretty cool. Obviously, back to not being able to speak, but yes, you can reach out to me, reach out to Uncle Si. Like I've said before, our Facebook page is Facebook/Veterans Anonymous 22. If you message that page, it will alert all of us. So if one of us just so happens to be available, and we all will see it. I just found us a couple weeks ago.
Thank you, Sheila. That's what we try to do. At least a couple hours, you laugh, you forget what's going on in your head, Usually we play Family Feud, but we haven't had enough people. Family Feud's really when you got to watch us. That's when we really have fun.
Going back to this, Sheila, tomorrow is Full Metal Cran Eater. So who jumped on with us earlier, I don't know if you were watching or not. Kyle, baby Jesus, is one half of Full Metal Cran Eaters, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and like I said, normally I'm uploading the slide, and it just didn't it would not focus. I couldn't figure it out. I promise I am going to figure it out, so you can show the slide as well, because like I was saying with Full Metal Crown Eaters ourselves here on the Crossroads, we also have Scramjet, and with the return of BBQ and Bourbon. Do you know if he's on this week?
He's got a show Friday and Saturday, so I don't think he's got one. He might have a pre-recorded one that he'll drop, but yeah, that's on Friday, so we're trying, guys.
Yes. Like I said, we will be here next week at the Crossroads. Have a good night.
Peace. Love you.